Hey everybody, it's time for another Tabata workout. Just a quick note to refresh your memory on what the Tabata is. We're going to be doing different sets of exercises. You'll do 8 of each exercise, 20 seconds on, 10-second rest in between sets, and then you move on to a new exercise. In between workout exercises, you're going to be resting about 30 to 40 seconds. There are 8 total exercises in this one, and so you can take a rest after the fourth for about a minute to 2 minutes to get some water and catch your breath. Another note about these, I really want to make sure that you know that you can make these your own. Do whatever you need to do to be at your fitness level. So if you feel like you need a little bit more of a challenge, go ahead and cut down those rest times between exercises. Instead of resting 30 or 40 seconds, rest 15 to 20, whatever you feel like you need to do to really push it to your level. You can also add some exercises from the other workouts. Instead of doing 8, you can do 10, 12, however many you want to do, and keeping it at those 8 sets. If you feel like you need to scale it down just a little bit and work your way up, you can certainly just pick 4 to 6 of the exercises and go through with 8 sets. Or you can scale back those sets. Instead of doing 8 sets of each exercise, you can do 4 to 6 sets of each of them and do all 8 exercises. Whatever you need to do to make those workouts your own, just really own them and do what you can for your fitness level. It's all about you and these are yours, so do what you'd like with them. The first thing we're going to go over today is going to be a plank jack. So you're going to be down in the high plank position with your hands right under your shoulders, booty down and your core nice and tight, and you're just going to hop your feet out and in, keeping everything tight and straight, out and in, and keeping your breathing nice and even. Modification on this, if the impact is a little much for you, is you can just tap your toes out to the side, alternating sides. Bring it up as far as you can, and just keep that core tight during that. The next exercise is going to be in and outs. It's ab heavy on the workout today, so your abs are going to love you tomorrow, and they'll be loving you in that nice sore way. So for the in and outs, you're just going to be balancing up on your booty, your toes pointed, hands out to your sides, and you're just going to lay flat and pull your knees in and in. Exhale, inhale. For a modification here, go ahead and put your hands down at your sides and just do that same motion out and in, and use your hands to stabilize you. That takes a little bit of the stress off. It makes this a little bit easier. Just remember to start at the most challenging way that you can and then work your way down. Next exercise here is going to be a side plank hip lift. Go ahead and lay on your side with your palm down. Stack your feet, keep your body nice and even, and you're just going to put your hand, you can have it on your hip, on your side, up in the air, however is comfortable for you. And you're just going to lift your hips up off the ground and down. Up off the ground and down. As high as you can get, keeping those feet stacked and everything nice and tight through your core down to your toes. You can alternate on these, so either side. If you want more of a challenge, do 4 on one side, 4 on the other side. To rest those muscles a little bit more in between, switch sides on every set. Okay, next up here is going to be knee tucks. So you're going to be on your back in a crunch position, hands to your sides. The further on your sides they are, the more of a challenge. You can tuck up under your booty to get a little bit more leverage on that. It's going to make it a little bit easier. You want to just lift your knees up, and you'll extend out, making sure your toes are pointed and your heels don't touch the ground, and then pull your knees back up in, out, and in. Inhale when you come in, exhale when you go out. And those are the knee tucks. Next, we're going to have shoulder taps. So you'll be back in that high plank position, and you're just going to be lifting your hands up to touch your shoulders. A key here is to make sure that your body's not rocking back and forth as you do these. You want to stay nice and tight, as isolated as you can with those muscles without moving. The further apart your feet are, the more balanced you're going to be, and the easier it's going to be to keep from that rocking motion. And the closer your feet are together, the more of a challenge you'll have in that one. And then modification here is just to hold your high plank steady as you start to burn out in those sets, or you can hold your plank down on your knees. Just remember on your knees in this position that your booty stays down. You don't want to be up on all fours. You want to be nice, booty down and tight through your core. Next on this one is going to be speed skaters. So you'll be up, and you're just going to be hopping left to right, bringing your foot over behind. More challenging is to not let your foot touch the ground, and you just try to balance as you hop back, or touch that foot down if you need to touch it down. This one will get your heart rate going up and put a little bit of cardio. Our last 2 exercises are going to be shoulder push-ups and oblique twists. For the shoulder push-ups, You're going to have your hands about shoulder width apart. You're going to pop up in the air, widen your feet just a little past shoulder width, and you're just going to be doing push-ups down to touch your head to the ground and back up. Touch your head to the ground and back up. Staying nice and tight, keeping your knees straight. You don't want to bend in when you do this. Modification is just doing a regular push-up or a push-up on your knees as you start to burn out. That is going to work different muscle groups, but as you start to burn out those shoulders, you can definitely switch into those other forms of push-ups. And then last is going to be your oblique twist. So you're back on your booty, feet up off the ground. You're just going to hold your hands up like this, and you're going to twist all the way to the side, all the way to the other side. Make sure you get a nice full range of motion through your shoulders, and you're touching your hands down on either side of you as you go. To add an extra challenge to this, go ahead and add a weight, whatever weight that you would like to do. I've got 10 pounds here. That's usually a pretty good one for all levels. 8's pretty good, and you can go up to 15, 20, however you're comfortable. And you just, again, swing all the way through your shoulders and touching to the sides. If you'd like even more of a challenge, go ahead and straighten your arms all the way out and keep those straight as you come down and touch either side. That's going to add even more of a weight on your oblique muscles and work those a little bit harder. Modification down on this one is just go ahead and touch your feet down to the ground and then lean from side to side. The further back you are on this, whether your feet are up or down, the more of a challenge you're going to have. Try to keep your back nice and straight and go through and lean back as far as you can to make that a challenge on your abs. And that will do it for all the exercises today. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.